I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church here in downtown Murfreesboro on the corner of College and Spring. This is, all of a sudden I got an itch. This is your Saturday morning preview of your Sunday morning sermon, and we're in the second Sunday of Advent. Man, life comes at you fast. I say in my sermon, the way, and again, I know I'm a liturgical kind of geek, but the way the liturgical calendar falls this year is that it's just when the first Sunday of Advent, it's actually the first Sunday of the month. Everything seems so rushed in these first two Sundays, and they have been. I mean, if you think about it, we left for Thanksgiving break, and the church looked one way, and we came back, and all of a sudden the church has been transformed. And then in the life of the church, all of a sudden Wednesday we have our joy gift dinner and joy gift offering. Tomorrow we're going to have the Christmas concert. It's just a lot of stuff coming to us quickly. I describe it as drinking water out of a fire hydrant, but kind of the neat thing, at least I guess if you're the minister and you have to write a Christmas Eve sermon, is that the way the calendar is. I'm looking at my calendar. Christmas Eve is on Tuesday, which makes Christmas Day Wednesday. So Monday we've got some time. It gives us a little space, a little breathing room to kind of get everything ready for Christmas Eve. That being said, in our series of sermons that we are looking at in this season of Advent, we're taking out hymns that we traditionally sing during Advent and kind of looking at them, or at least letting the hymn be kind of the focal point of where we are going in the sermon. We looked at last Sunday, O Come, Emmanuel. We said it was a 5th century hymn written by a bunch of monks to talk kind of about the Magnificat, Mary giving praise to God, that God has chosen Mary to bring in salvation into the world through Jesus Christ. And this Sunday, we are looking at a hymn that there are very few good Advent hymns, but I think O Come, Emmanuel, and Lift High Your Head, Ye Mighty Gates. It's a great one. It's a hymn that was actually written by a young Lutheran minister. In fact, he wrote this hymn as a hymn to be sung at his ordination. And the young Lutheran minister was from the area of Prussia. And at the time of his ordination, Prussia was in the middle of the 30 Years' War. In fact, all his ministry was surrounded by the 30 Years' War. There wasn't a day that he served the church that this war was not going on. And one of the interesting facts about the 30 Years' War, I used to call it the 30-Year War, but it's the 30 Years' War, is that the area that this war was fought, which was the continental Europe, they went from 16 million to 6 million. They lost 10 million people because of this war. And yet he writes this amazing hymn, Lift High Your Head, Ye Mighty Gates. Now, interesting, our text comes from the book of Revelation. If you remember, when John writes the book of Revelation, it's not just all this kind of looking into the future with all these signs and symbols that, I got to be honest with you, if you say you know what they all mean, you're making it up. But the beginning of the book of Revelation is great. He actually is talking to 7 churches about the 7 things that they're doing wrong. And one of the churches he writes is in chapter 3. It's the Laodicea church. And this is what John writes. These are the words of the all men. The all men meaning another name for God, the great all men, right? So be it. These are the words of the all men, the faithful and true ruler, the witness of God's creation. I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were one other the other. So because of this, you're lukewarm. And I love this. You're neither hot nor cold, and God is about to spit you out of his mouth. Now that's pretty ominous, but there's a lesson for us to learn. Because I think so often, as we talked about last Sunday, as we deal with kind of the brokenness of this world and brokenness of our lives, there's a part of us that can so easily kind of look at everything and go, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And surely, let me pull that. I'm embarrassed that I forgot this guy's name. Hold on. Where is he? Let's see. George Vessel. How did I forget that? When George Vessel wrote this hymn, he could have easily just said, look at the world and this war and rumors of war and just say, what are you going to do? But instead, he heard God's call to lead God's people, and he became ordained in the Lutheran Church, and he wrote this hymn in the middle of all of this, a hymn of celebration, a hymn of praise, a hymn where God is coming, and God has come, and God will come again. That's Advent. That's the hope we are called to have and hold on to. So, hey, I look forward to seeing you this Sunday. And of course, invite your friends and your family and your neighbors to come to the Christmas concert, which is at 6 o'clock. We'll open the doors about 5:30. There's no reason to rush, but I'll be here about 5. But a lot of work is going on behind the scenes. So hey, but it is it's Chuck Ramsey's highlight. So there you go. I hope you all have a great day. I look forward to worshiping with you, and I look forward to our time together Sunday night.